I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at Lumen Field in downtown Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9. Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Room here to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. On 2nd and very short, Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
No receivers open, so he was forced to put that one into Puget Sound. That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately, a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. A first down throw for Walker. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Walker now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Off the play fake, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On 1st and 10, Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. First down, Green Bay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're going louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
On 2nd and 10, Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Complete to Adams. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he's got room. 20. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A huge play there on 4th down. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Set him back 5. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
Man, this shit won't let me call timeout or nothing, man. This shit is crazy.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. action this time with Love. It's caught here by Adams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His third touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
To throw is Walker. Flush to his right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Walker. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, Walker. Flushed out right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Walker. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
43 is the mark. 43. Check, 43.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I know they got the first down, but, Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On 1st down, Hines, big hole up the middle, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
43's the mic.
Back to throw. Walker. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hey, watch the right. 43's the mic.
2nd down and goal. Walker eluding the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
I think it's safe to say that that was not his primary target when the ball was snapped. And then he led him too close to the sideline, and he ended up with a loss on the play.
Yeah, great toe tap. But you lose yardage, so you wish he didn't even have the toe tap. Wish he would have been out of bounds.
Yeah, catch it. Just make sure you're out of bounds, right? Just don't get it all down as he did there.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And Myers able to knock it through, and that lead is back down to 9 now. Or maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space as you said, for it to curl in.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry.
To throw now. Here's Love. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play fake. Here's Love. Rolling to his right. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 1st downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Walker escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Walker. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Walker. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Steps, and I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st and 10, Walker. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Off the play fake, Walker. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they go play action. Here's Walker. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Love looking to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, it's Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 3rd down, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Off the play fake, Love. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the right side by Adams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. Now Love. Open man left side. It's a tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half-second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And working out of the gun here, Walker. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Walker now. Flush to his right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Green Bay.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Love going to give this one to Jones. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Come on. Check 50. Check 50. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They go back to the ground with Jones. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Packers.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the... And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The point after is good, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
A first down throw for Walker. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On play action, Love to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun. Love. A check down here to Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Catch is made by Metcalf. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Walker. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Walker. Flushed out right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Walker. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Looking to throw. Walker. Flush to his right. This to Hines on the drop-off. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's what really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll try to run with Hines. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 43 is the mic.
Play action now. Walker. Now he's forced it and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think